Module 2.4, Contra actions. So this is something that could happen during the treatment and how to deal with it and what to do to prevent these things. So it's quite a short little module, this one. So a common one: if during lash application your client's eyes start to water, in the course it does just say block with a clean tissue. However, you will find that if that happens, the client's tears will kind of trickle down the sides of the face. So you can fold a little bit of tissue, and you can, using a little bit of micro pore tape, you can stick the tissue there ready to catch the tears that are watering. If the watering to the extent where it's preventing you from doing the treatment, you'd need to stop doing it. So as we discussed in module 1, the adhesive cures when it comes into contact with moisture. So if your client's eyes are watering to the extent where the glue is shock curing and turning white, you can't go ahead with the treatment. You'll find that if your client's got hay fever and it's a hay fevery kind of day, you might struggle with that. So that's quite common. Yes, so you'd need to blot it with clean tissue, and if it's too much, you need to stop going ahead with the treatment. Okay, so here's another example. If the adhesive seeps down onto the under eye pad, so your client's going to have a pad protecting their lower lashes, and they're also going to have the eyes shut, so it's quite common that the glue from the upper lashes seeps down onto the pad. So what happens is it glues the top lashes down onto the pad. A way to prevent this is to ask them to open their eyes for a second at regular intervals. So every 10 minutes, open your eyes, shut your eyes again. That's it. So that prevents the glue from sticking down on the pad at the bottom. You might get the odd one where the eyelash is stuck to the pad, but if you waited till the end, you might have 10. So you do need to ask them to open their eyes on regular intervals. So another example is if the remover accidentally gets into the client's eye while you're doing a removal. So you quickly remove the excess product, rinse the eye area. It's worth getting those medical eye baths. It's like a saline solution in a handy kind of squirty thing so that you can do an emergency eye bath. They're available on eBay and Amazon quite cheap. I don't think you can buy them from supermarkets or anything like that. So if you get a few of those, so it's eye bath and it's filled with saline. So if you remove it into your client's eye, accidentally remove the excess product, and you'd need to do an eye bath. If the discomfort continued, refer your client to seek medical assistance. Okay, and one more example: if your client experiences an allergic reaction to the products being used during the treatment, so you'd need to stop doing the treatment, remove the product immediately and refer the client to a GP. Make a record of it as well, so you've got proof. This has happened to me. So I've done a patch test. I told you before, actually. I've done a patch test. Everything's been fine, and then they've had a reaction to the adhesive during the treatment. So you need to keep a note of it. Remove the product, keep a note of it, refer them to a GP, and make sure you get your documents and everything in. Keep everything in order for situations like that. They're rare, but if you're doing lashes day in, day out, eventually something's going to happen. The odds will go against you. The maths is going to go against you at some point. You can't be complacent. You need to be covering your back, and you need to be organised. So that's it with your contraindications. This slide in particular is quite handy, and like we've said, you've got the PDF version of this video, so to read through whenever you feel like you need a bit of a refresher